P.G.A. golf professional Rob Manning has officially cracked the golf swing code. Now anyone can start playing great golf quickly without buying another gadget, listening to another tip on the golf channel, or having another swing thought. You can officially learn what the tour and pros are doing and why most amateur golfers are slowly being left behind. Learn why the golf swings on tour today are all starting to look alike compared to the pros of days past. In most cases, the way golfers set up and swing is based on old fundamentals and not the modern way the touring professionals are quietly advancing to.
Hi, I'm Matt Terzo, P.G.A. member and instructor out of Del Mar Golf Center in Southern California, and I use the correct golf setup for all of my instructions. Before '92, I thought I knew everything about instruction. I used to teach golf just like everybody else. It was a try this, try that, something I read in a book or a magazine. I had been a student of the game since I'm 7 years old, so I thought I had seen it all, read it all, and now you can see it all on YouTube. The problem is half of that stuff is garbage and half of that stuff is pretty good, but it's hard to put it together into your golf swing because you're missing the most important thing, the correct golf setup.
The correct golf setup helps you rotate around a fixed spine angle, eliminating back problems. It keeps your club on the swing plane and helps you get from setup to impact easier to hit a solid draw every time.
Well, in 1992, I met Rob Manning. He showed me the correct golf setup, showed me how it connects all the basic fundamentals. Now it's easy for me to tell what's right, what's wrong in a golf swing. My students improved dramatically. My business picked up like crazy, and now I'm one of the busiest instructors in the San Diego area. So I'm here to tell you, if you want to get rid of your slice, if you've been taking golf lessons and you can't figure out why you're not getting better, if you can't implement what your instructor wants you to do, or if you just want to build a nice, solid, basic fundamental golf swing, then watch Rob Manning's lessons, learn the golf swing, and have fun while doing it.
P.G.A. pro Rob Manning said that most amateurs are ready to learn the advanced concepts of the golf swing, including the new spine tilt. But there has never been an easy way to teach the correct golf setup and swing until now. Rob created a simple yet advanced golf system that just focuses on the correct way to set up and swing, just like the best players in the world are doing. You will no longer wonder how to set up to a golf ball to create a correct golf swing. Watch Rob Manning give a lesson with his advanced system.
Okay, now we're going to show Scotty's old swing and his new swing. We're going to show him how we polished his setup, which really changed his golf swing. So go ahead and set up the old way, where you had narrow feet, straight feet, level hips, upper body right, which is everybody teaches that anyway. Okay, so what I did is when he started to swing, he would sway like this because his left hip would drop and his shoulder never got behind his hips. So what happened is I set him up in this setup, the correct golf setup, so he spread his feet a little wider than his hips, turned his toes out, bumped his hip a little left, and that kind of dropped his right shoulder a little more to allow rotation. So now, when he stands there, go ahead and keep your knees bent, Scotty, and now turn both hips. There you go. And now his shoulder is going behind his hips, so he keeps the same spine tilt. And now when he goes through the ball, he can move both knees, and now he's able to keep this left leg flexed. He used to straighten this left leg because he would sway and drop this hip, and now he had to get this hip up like all amateurs and some pros.
And it caused me to release.
Yeah, maybe throw the club. So go ahead and show the public what you do. Turn your toes out. There you go. Bump your hip a little left and hold it. Drop this a little more. Good. Now just keep your legs flexed. Turn your both hips. Good. Look how tight he turns now. Excellent. Thank you, Scott.
That was my best hit.
And from the ground up, Rob took my game through his golf system from the unknowing to a competent level where I can outplay most weekend golfers. Now that I understand the correct golf setup, my new swing has dropped from the 95 range to a score that I once thought was impossible, a 79. That's when I turned to Rob Manning and said, "You need to put this golf system on the internet and share it with the golf world." Rob said that he's been whining to do that ever since one of the greatest golfers in the world acknowledged his correct golf setup system. To the right is a letter that Rob Manning received from Jack Nicklaus himself validating Rob's correct golf setup and wanting to know more. If you wanted to learn Rob Manning's correct golf setup and swing system, you would normally have to take a few series of golf lessons from Rob at $250 a series. So Rob said, let's provide the entire golf video system that can be accessed immediately online as often as they like for less than the price of one golf lesson. Correct Golf Setup is actually a high-end video website where you not only get step-by-step videos on how to do the correct golf setup, but you also get videos on the short game, putting, as well as the ebooks and live lessons. Rob is also going to provide golf tips on the correct golf setup, and there's also a forum so you can communicate with other golfers that are learning the new and modern correct way to golf. Anyways, that's a view of what you receive inside the correct golf setup. So access the correct golf setup system by clicking on the Order Now button below for a $37 one-time investment with a 60-day money-back guarantee.